Hi friends, this is Ryan Rokicki with the Working Men's Institute, and we're here with my friend Stevie Warner, project foreman of the Henry C. Smithers roofing team. Stevie, it takes a lot of mad skill to put these slate roofs on, huh?
Yeah, especially when it comes to the cutting and the marking and the preciseness, and then all the specialty pieces, what we like to call a beaver tail. We made a little mock, that way it'd make it a little simple for the guys to mark. But you always want to cut your pieces from the back side. You can mark them from the front, but once you mark them from the front, you got to lay it on the slate stake and mark it from the back. And the reason being is because this slate hammer here's got beveled edges. Okay, so what it does is once you mark it on the back, you take your slate hammer and you can slide it right on the slate stake, and then it cuts it. When it cuts it, it throws that beveled edge on there, which no two pieces are the same. They're the same diameter and length, but they're not the same, ruffled edge look. And the reason being for that, even for the top, is when the top of the slate's on the roof, if there is any water that gets in behind anything, it hits that and comes back on top of the slate. So these are pretty much how we do all of our beaver tails, which is really the same as measuring 4 up and 4 in. But you take the slate hammer, run it across the slate stake, just like that. And as you can see, the slate hammer's beveled edge. Now when it comes to the valley pieces, of course there's a special way I mark them, but once you get your mark, I'm just going to give you a rough detail. On the bigger pieces, of course, you'll have to poke it with your slate hammer right next to the mark. And all valley pieces can't get nailed into the copper, so we poke 2 higher holes right here and nail and hang it with copper wire. Fresh holes, and then that would be considered a valley piece. And the good thing about this is whatever you cut off this way, a lot of times we'll finish the piece off. I just have to clean it up, so I'd finish the valley in the complete roll of it. So we had to cut quite a bit of them specialty pieces, to be honest with you. All slate has to be nailed with copper nails or stainless steel, because it can't be no galvanized, because they'll rust out. So this whole project is pretty much an 80 to 100 year roof you're looking at up there. So, and Smithers takes a lot of pride in what they do, between the soldering, the gutters, the finials, all that. So.
And Stevie, you make it look so easy. How long did it take you to train to be able to do that?
Well, I've been doing it for almost 20 years, but it takes a good 7 or 8 slate jobs before you could actually get pretty good. A lot of people, when they cut it, they'll break it or crack the tip off, and it becomes a little bit harder the closer you get to the tips. So you'd have to a lot of people end up breaking that off, and what that'll do is it'll make it to where you can reuse it, but you'll have to do it for a tighter angle or a smaller piece.
Well, you are a true artist and craftsman. Everything looks so great with the roof project so far. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.